One of the things I love about the boat industry is its capacity to surprise, and behind me here is one such surprise. This is the Swallow Yachts Whisper 300. Now, Swallow Yachts have only ever built sailing boats before. This is their very first motorboat, but what a striking looking machine. As the name suggests, it's 30 foot long. It's a motor cruiser powered by twin outboards, more of which we'll see in a minute. But first thing you need to know is that it's made entirely of wood. So the whole hull is made up of box section marine ply, which has then been coated in epoxy resin, fully skinned, fully sheathed, so that from the outside it looks much like a GRP one, and in terms of maintenance and caring for it, it's as easy as any other GRP boat. But crucially, it's made of wood, it's fully recyclable, it's much more sustainable than a full vinyl ester resin. It also makes it extremely light. So this boat, this 30-foot boat, including the two engines, weighs just 2.3 tons. Now, prices start at £150,000, including that and engines. It's a really attractive looking thing. There's lots of lovely details, as well as the shape itself. I mean, just look at the size, that lovely tumble home down the sides. But look at all these lovely details too. All of these cleats are Whisper branded. You can see that Whisper logo. Even on the end of this lovely capping, see that beautiful stainless steel finish. Even on these grab rails, there's a little Whisper logo. Now, there are two entrances both sides within the transom. Opens up and through into the cockpit. Now, everywhere you look, there's some really clever little innovations and details. You can see there's a cup holder up here. There's also a little bench seat that swings up and faces both ways. So you can either have it facing aft, and you can see you can put the cushions down here and face out over the back of the boat, but it also swings round and faces forward too. So lovely little perch on top of the engine box. Tuck that down, pop that up. And you can see there are the two Yamaha 70 horsepower engines. Now, the reason we've gone for twins is they're extremely compact, but you can see there is space enough in this engine box to lift them both up. So you can keep the propellers out of the water. It solves a whole lot of issues in terms of fouling, in terms of corrosion, but it's also a really efficient way to power it. So only 140 horsepower to power this 30-foot motor cruiser, but it'll do around 26, 27 knots, and crucially only uses around 30 litres per hour at 20 knots, so very efficient cruising. Let's just pop that down. There we go, that goes back into place. Locks up nicely. And then this beautiful hand-built cockpit with some really nice detailing here too. You can see you've got the seats, but here, for instance, a little flip-up step onto the side deck. There's one of those each side. These covers, they tuck away in these little lockers here, and those covers wrap around all the way around the outside, right over the transom, so completely seal up the boat very quickly, very easily. But they also tuck away, so you don't have to fold them all up and find somewhere to store them. Now, some lovely little details here too. Just swing that out. Now, that is a cup holder, and you'll see exactly how it works in a minute, because up here is where all the glasses themselves are stored. And yet again, it's a wonderful little solution. You can see this handle here, if we twist that round, flips up, and you can see that's just a cushion clamp, clamping these proper champagne wine glasses, and they all slot neatly into there. So it's built in Cardigan, Wales, and there's no moulding involved because it's all made out of plywood that's then coated. And then you can see this structure a little bit here if we lift up this hatch. You can see there's a fantastic storage locker here, and there's room for a couple of paddle boards. You get lots of, we've got cleaning kit here, we've got boat hooks, but oh, thank you very much. But you can actually see the structure here. So It is these box sections that all interlink that give it that strength as well as lightness. And the other advantage is that there are completely sealed buoyancy sections down here. So although this is a storage unit, the next one along is a buoyancy section, so helps keep it very secure. If you do any unfortunate incidents, hit a rock or something, then you've got sealed buoyancy sections, so the whole thing should be unsinkable. But it also means you've got plenty of storage and that lovely, light, sustainable way of building the boat. Nice table here, quite a boldly coloured turquoise look, but it's very much in fitting with the rest of the boat. Folds out, you can sit both sides, and again there's another one of these very smart little glass holders under here. Now moving forward, there is a galley section on the port side, got a gas burner, little sink, fridge. Is that open? There we go. Nice fridge. And then over on this side, we've got the helm section. Rather attractive seats actually. You can see again the Whisper 300 branding there, and even these are rather clever.
So you fold them forward by pulling a little lever here.
Right.
And that means you've got some more seating space behind them, and you can still steer the boat if you're standing. So this is the bolstered standing position, and it's like that. But then if you want to sit down, they clip back, and you've got a more comfortable angle for the helm.
Very neat. So you've designed all that yourself, the whole idea of a tilting seat, and
Me and the guys in work. I've got some clever guys working for me.
very good.
They've had a field day with stuff like this, but it really makes it because you need to be able to stand up as well a lot of the time.
Yeah, and it's very quick and easy. I mean, a lot of the time, if you just have conventional sliding ones, they're often quite stiff and hard work.
Yeah.
But it means there is a nice seating position here, and with those seats tilted forward, they don't get in the way. So we'll have a look at the helm while we're here. So now you can see the helm position. We've demonstrated how that tilts back when you want it to, but lovely little tray here for your bits and bobs. That's, you can see the hinges for that wheel, and there's the throttles for the twin Yamaha outboards. Is that wireless?
That's a wireless
charging
charger, yeah.
for your phone.
Yeah.
And then little hatches overhead just to get a nice breeze coming through. It's obviously open at the back anyway, but it's nice to get a bit of through flow of air. Then this is the sliding door for the cabin section. That folds up and over. Another neat lightweight solution. Place so it's nice and secure when you put it away, but very easy to open it up. Just folds down, slides across, and then access to the cabin down below. Now if we drop down here, there's a nice little seat on this side, so there is somewhere to perch. You can see some of the framing here, beautiful surround, slightly sailing boat styling, but actually it works very nicely, and you've got this nice tongue and groove effect on the deck head. Big double bed down here, shelf going round either side of it, somewhere to keep your bits and bobs, curtains across, reading lights. Quite a cosy cabin, and then
Storage underneath all of those.
storage under all of here, and that section.
That one, that's a lift out.
Perfect, that's a lift out, so it just gives you easier access, and then plenty of storage under here. You can see lift up lids and more storage in that box section hull. And the heads compartment, nicely finished, lots of hanging hooks, mirror, storage for your wash bag, bit more storage under there, smart glass bowl, dispenser, tap, toilet, more storage there, lots of innovative little features. And this cork flooring is nice too. It's nice and soft underfoot, but also a sustainable solution. Lift up step, access to the bilge pumps, and yet more little storage space. And over on the port side, a hanging locker. And everywhere you look, there's these lovely little details. So Again, the Whisper 300 logo, the Swallow Yachts logo. Really interesting custom built boat, offering something a bit different. Now, if we just put those steps to good use, we can walk along the foredeck and have a look up here. Those are those hatches. You can see you've got solar power here, solar panels helping to keep the batteries charged. And then you make your way up to the foredeck. And here, see the anchor winch and access to a really deep anchor locker. And on this side, you can see how there is a folding stem for the anchor that flips up and over, so when you do drop the anchor, it stays nice and clear of that vertical bow. Lots of clever thought has gone into this. Whisper 300. Great to see something a bit different, something very sustainable, very efficient, and I have to say, very good looking. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tour of a fascinating new boat. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching.